Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints.
We play to win. Let's go!
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't know no better. Let's go.
Play action, it's Kelly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
So don't say nothing. Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Step.
From the gun, Kelly. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Nifty move. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This pass complete. Newton finding right. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Check, 47. You ain't doing nothing, though. You ain't doing anything.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Right there, 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Cam, option left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Callum. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now a first down throw. Kelly. And Kamara has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Tight dog. Gun.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. Check Mike 54. Get it.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there. His guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Kelly to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Kelly now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 22. 17-0 our score after one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. McCaffrey on the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch.
Kelly to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. On first down, it's Kelly. It's hauled in by Doxson.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Running with Kamara. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Pilot, 64, weak.
36.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Now Kellen, operating from the gun. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go.
23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they like to let them stand.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Newton to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. After the run, Newton going to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And it's caught. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
I got it. Hey!
Check safety, check safety.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now Kelly. Open man is Michael Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now Kelly. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kelly. It's brought in by Doxson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's going to be a long day.
Here's Kelly operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Newton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the cover.
Set. Ready. 47. Check. 47. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's McCaffrey. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This will be, 38 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for his Saints' first down. Kelly now. Throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
That's it. Right at the 80. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
6-6, pull it high.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready?
Now Kelly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Kelly on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Right there, 56. Drop deep, drop deep.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Panthers 33, Saints 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kelly, pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye, Mike Daniels, in for the sack. The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together, and I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. On first down, Murray. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Panthers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.